Good evening, everyone. I, Dr. Kushleen Kaur, co-coordinator. We have a very first speaker of the day, Dr. P Rao, a co-founder, managing partner of GPR HR Consultancy. He is a coach and a social entrepreneur. He has worked with SAIL, JK Group, Birlas, and Reliance Group. Currently, he's engaged in community services, knowledge exchange, training, and spirituality. Today, his topic of the session is Implementing Industry 4.0, Case Studies and Lessons from Successful Smart Manufacturing Projects. Over to you, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're
Yes, sir.
audible.
Yeah, good evening to all of you. It's very happy to see so many of you people on the screen. Are you able to see me also in the screen?
Yes, sir.
You are able to see me and as well as the slides?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's very important. That's very important. That's very important. Okay, so once again, good evening to all of you. My background, as he introduced me, I worked for 37 years with the corporate world, both in public sector and private sector. I worked in India and abroad. For last 10 years, I've been in the consulting world, mostly in the manufacturing. So all the more probably one of the reasons why they chose me to spend time with you, because I've been working more in the manufacturing world. So we will discuss today on the 4.0 industry 4.0, more on the talent side, But I am open to cover anything that the participant want me to cover. So I'll be very open. I'll be open. Absolutely, I have no issues. Okay. So the first thing I want you to have a clarity. I know you are going through a program and you are all faculty, so you understand what is 4.0. So why we're discussing 4.0, precisely because of the following reasons. Because it has digital transformation of the entire manufacturing sector, of course, other sectors too. Because when we say manufacturing and technology, it looks a little foreign, no? You see, technology in the technology sector, it's easy. But then when we are talking about technology in the manufacturing sector, that means it is challenge, it is disruption. So that is one. And once this happens, the technological advancements happens, it has a very, very large impact on the nature of work, the nature of workplace, the nature of worker himself. I mean, the workplace will change, the work will change, the worker means the employee will change. So all this will change. That's the reason I personally thought we should spend time with the participants on the future ready talent. That's the logic why I said talent is very important. Okay. So first, let us conclude what are the key technological drivers. No, once that is clear, so then the rest of it thing will be easy. I will stop here at this stage, and I want to check with the participants. Uh, is there anybody who has a problem if I use Hindi in between? Can you use the chat box? If there is no problem, write no. If there is a problem, write S. Let's see how many people write Y or N. N means no problem. Y means yes, there is a problem with Hindi. If you use Hindi, I have a problem. So let's see how many people will use the chat box. Can we use the chat box?
So chat box is right now is not enabled. We can ask for the hand
So
raise.
how will you know? Because we can 59 people are there. How do we know that?
Hand
Uh,
raise, sir. If
and so
anyone
they
is
are all
having.
they're all video of. See, I'm trying to communicate something else through these questions. You are all
Okay, sir.
faculty. You are supposed to
Sir,
influence hundreds and thousands of students. So this is what will happen when you talk to the students. You want them to participate in chat box is not enabled. You want them to raise
visible,
the
sir.
hand, but then
Sir, it's now
but the
enabled,
hands are
sir.
not. No, no, I'm not saying. I'm not disputing it. I'm saying these are the problems. These are the problems that will happen. These are the problems will happen. We
We
want
have,
them
we
to
have.
raise hands, but I can't see the hands. I'm
If we
raising
can
this
send
question.
reactions.
Yeah, can say if it is no
Yes,
problem,
sir.
then say okay, okay, okay. Hindi is okay. Okay, let's see reactions. Hindi is okay. Let's see reactions. And this waiting room, how can we disable? Because that is coming continuously, waiting in the lobby, waiting. I'm getting that notification every second.
Yes, sir. Sir,
But
we are
then
admitting the participants. Sir. Participants are still
but
joining,
then
sir.
if throughout the session I only do that
No, no, sir.
every
I'm admitting on my side, sir.
but then I'm getting it on my screen. That's my problem.
Okay, okay, sir. Just
I,
a
why
minute, sir.
I'm deliberately raising these issues. This
Okay.
is what happens with technology. We
Yes, sir.
are we don't know how to manage technology. Like I don't know. So how do I avoid that? I don't want that notification on my screen every second. It's coming on my screen at the center of my screen. Will you like to admit him? Now I don't know what to do. So this is what 4.0 and the talent. Okay, right. So what about this 87 people? Has anybody any issue with Hindi? The no issue. Can you raise your hand or thumbs up? Nothing. Madam, I'm easily I conclude. Only Ripin Kohli said okay.
No problem with Hindi, sir. You may proceed, sir. No problem.
Okay, two people said you can use Hindi. Okay. Gurpreet Kaur also said
Go
it's
by, sir.
okay. Okay, okay, wonderful. Three
No
people
problem
said
in Hindi, sir.
no problem if I use Hindi. Okay. Why I'm asking is sometimes no, it can have people from Tamil Nadu, Kerala. They have genuine problems. They have got genuine problems. That's why I asked this question. Okay.
Hello,
Okay.
sir. My
Yeah. Tell me.
sir, myself Jagadish. I have problem in Hindi. I'm from south side.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
what I said.
yes,
You have a
yes,
problem in Hindi. You
yes.
don't understand Hindi. बिल्कुल समझ
Eh,
में नहीं आता.
No, sir.
आपको बिल्कुल
Little.
समझ में नहीं आता. नहीं नहीं
I'm
आपको
not
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल समझ में नहीं आता. आपको हिंदी समझ में नहीं आता. जगदीश.
a little bit only, sir. Not that much.
Acha, okay, we understand that. That's what we say. Wonderful,
Thank you, sir.
wonderful. No, no, that's what. Okay, now I have this issue of not able to see my own screen. Let me see what I should do. Speak.
PPT is not visible, sir.
My PPT is not visible to you.
No, sir, no.
No,
It's
sir.
That's
actually
what
ma'am's screen is visible. Ripan
my
ma'am's
screen
screen
is.
is
My PPT is not visible. Okay,
yes.
let me see. Is this visible now? Is it visible now?
Not
No,
not
sir.
yet, sir.
No, sir.
Again, okay, what I'll do is I will stop. I'll, is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. All right. So we are discussing about four key technological drivers. Hmm? So these four technology drivers, you all be knowing We just conclude once again. It's a repeat for you. Not that you don't know. The four drivers are: driver number one is artificial intelligence. When you say 4.0, first driver is artificial intelligence, AI powered systems. They will be automate the tasks. They will optimize the process, and they give you insights for data. Okay, from there. That is number one. The second big driver is Internet of Things. That means the devices, connected devices, are collecting real-time data, enabling smart factories, and we can do predictive maintenance in the factories because we are talking about manufacturing. The third driver is cloud computing. So, which will give you the power to scale, scalable computing power. Business can analyze large data sets, database, and deploy applications quickly. So that's and the last one is cyber security. See, when you do too much of that, so that protecting sensitive data, 4.0 cyber security is a very, very important dimension, that protecting the sensitive data and the systems, both are crucial. Because when interconnectedness goes on, your access goes up. Your access to so many systems, so many subsystems, so many functions. So then the data becomes subject to risks. So that protection is very important. These are the four technological drivers. I am sure all of you know about it. I thought we should repeat this. Okay. Next point is this automation, AI, and the changing nature of work. If you have to sum it up, automation and the artificial intelligence and the changing nature of work, if you think what is happening is tasks will get automated. That means the tasks that we are doing with manually or using hand, or we certain things we do it repeatedly, they all will get automated. So when that gets automated, the human being gets free. He gets more time for higher level activities. Or why I asked you whether I can use Hindi, I wanted to explain it. That means what you are doing with hand, you are free from that. Now with that time, now you can use more with your heart and head. So that's what I wanted to say. Tasks will get automated. When the tasks getting automation, so you have to invest a lot of time, lot of machinery, lot of technology, and such people who will help us in automating this manual jobs. So we need such people who can do data analysis, AI, and cyber security skills. These are the new job roles. These are the new job roles. The last one is the employees. As the technology, AI, and Internet of Things goes up, you will have to adapt to the changing job market, because the employer would require different kinds of skill sets. So you'll have to do upskilling. Upskilling means we knew, let's say our proficiency level is 3/10, so we'll have to go to 8/10. That is upskilling. The other is reskilling. That means I didn't know that, I'll acquire that. Acquire that. It is new skilling and reskilling together. So this is what is going to happen on the skill level. If this is coming, if this is the need, I wanted to play a video. If the sound works, I don't know whether the sound works. If it doesn't work, I'll stop it. Let me know. This is a very interesting video. I want you to watch. If the sound doesn't work, let me know.
Have any of you ever set up your alarm clock?
Is the sound working?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. Sir. So please watch and enjoy the video.
To wake up in the morning? I'm sure you have. Of course, I'm not asking you how many of you were successful in waking up after the alarm goes. Just asking you how many of you set up your alarms to wake up in the morning. It's quite amazing to see the different reactions of different individuals when the alarm goes. Some guys, when the alarm rings, they're so deep in their sleep, practically in a state of slumber, everyone around them wakes up. But these guys are fast asleep. In our monastery, we had one monk who had a huge big alarm clock with equally bigger or probably a bigger sound. And we had a rule in our monastery that no one would set an alarm before 4 in the morning. And this guy would set up his alarm at 1:30 in the morning, and the alarm would keep ringing and he would never wake up. Most of our monks would be so dead tired that they wouldn't even bother, and they would just continue sleeping although disturbed. One day, one of our monks was so disturbed with the ringing alarm, he got up in a state of fury, picked up this large ringing alarm clock, and went to the balcony. Our monastery is on the 2nd floor. And threw the alarm clock across our courtyard on the street just facing our monastery. The alarm clock hit the street, broke open into 2 pieces, yet continued ringing aloud. The whole neighborhood got up, but the guy who set the alarm clock was still fast asleep in a state of slumber. I call these guys the sleepers. The second type are those who, when the alarm rings, say, let me sleep for 5 minutes more. These guys profusely express their gratitude to God for having inspired that gentleman who invented the snooze button. I'm sure some of you are nodding. When people keep just snoozing 5 more minutes, another 5 minutes, another 5 minutes. But at least these guys, at the 4th or the 5th snooze, wake up. I call these guys the snoozers. The third category is of those guys who at the first ring of the alarm wake up. They continue sitting in their bed though, completely confused, lost, asking themselves, who am I? What is the purpose of my life? Why did I set the alarm in the first place? And then conveniently they turn the alarm off and go back to sleep again. I call these guys the fallers. Not the fallers in the North American sense, as in the guys who fell trees, but fallers as in the guys who wake up and fall back to sleep. And then the fourth guys are those who, when they hear the alarm, the first ring, actually wake up, get out of bed, and hit the floor to start with their day-to-day activities. Ladies and gentlemen, my question to all of you is, which one of these 4 are you? In terms of actually waking up when the alarm rings, let's start going to level 4. I call them the wakers, who actually wake up as soon as the alarm rings. Spiritual wisdom is like an alarm. The alarm of spiritual wisdom is meant to awaken us internally so that we can make proper choices. We can think right, do right, and live right. And when the spiritual wisdom alarm clock rings, there are 4 types of reactions again. The first are the sleepers. They keep hearing the alarm, but they're in such a state of deep slumber and ignorance that they don't hear at all. In fact, they just continue with their old ways. They continue making wrong choices. They don't even bother about transforming themselves or the inner awakening. Type 2 are the snoozers. Those who, when they hear the alarm clock, spiritual wisdom, they say, yes, we will change. We must change. We want to change. We have to change. Not today, though. Tomorrow. Snooze. Snooze. They keep postponing the snoozers. The third type are the followers. When spiritual wisdom and awakening comes to them, they actually wake up. They start changing. They start living right. They start doing right. But then, for some reason, they go back to their old ways, wrong ways, complacent ways, lethargic ways, not so right ways, the followers. And the last type is the wakers. These are those people who, when spiritual wisdom is heard by them, they'll wake up, awaken, and start the process of transformation and change by the earliest. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, all of us have to be wakers. We don't want to be sleepers, snoozers, or fallers. We want to be wakers. When the alarm of spiritual wisdom rings, let us all take that awakening very seriously. Think right, speak right, do right, and live right. Thank you.
Any comments? Any comments, please? Any comments, please? Anybody wants to unmute and say something?
Indeed, it was a very, you can say, sir, eye-opening video. And I'm just analyzing, and I have actually analyzed that in which category does it lie. Though I don't want to disclose.
Yeah, very good, very good. See, the purpose of showing this video has got twofold. One is we need talent who are wakers, and we also need teachers who are wakers. Well, that's the reason I said I wanted the permission to speak in Hindi. Now, how many people are there on your screen, madam? Now, the more people would be there now. Now
Yes,
the
sir.
number might have gone up. You what about
Yes,
60,
yes,
70?
sir. Yes, sir.
How many people now?
So 113.
113 people. We will explain to those friends from South who didn't understand Hindi. Let me tell you something very powerful. This is a Sanskrit, but I'll translate, don't worry. Amantram Aksharam Nasti. There is no letter in this universe who doesn't have a chanting value in this, mantra in it. Any letter, English, Hindi, Kerala, Tamil, Telugu, any language, take any letter, just repeat the letter, you will have a mantra in it, a chantic value in it. Nasti moolam na aushadham means there is no plant, there is no tree which does not have a medicinal value. You will see the fruit will have medicine, somewhere the seed will have medicine, somewhere the leaf will have medicine, somewhere the roots, somewhere the stem, somewhere the bark, some medicinal value will have every tree. Similarly, ayogyo purushaha nasti means there is no human being who is not competent, who doesn't have talent. Ayogya purusha nasti ko hai nahi. Tatrastha durlabha yojaka. What is the scarcity is facilitator, leader, teacher, guide, guardian. That is the scarcity. Human beings are not scarce. Human beings with some kind of competency, they are not scarce. That is the reason faculty is very, very important. Each one of you, you'll have to find out that talent, sometimes talent is latent but not visible, and help them to leverage that, unearth that, polish that, channelize that, improve that. That is the job of the faculty. That's the reason I have shown that video, that faculty must wake up. You have to be wakers. Then only you can create wakers. That's the purpose of showing the video. I hope you saw the relevance of it. Okay. Now I'll proceed. If I'm doing it, I think you are losing the screen, no? Whenever I'm doing maximizing the screen, I think probably you are losing the uh, PowerPoint. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Sir, right now we are not able to see
I know.
presentation.
I know
It
that's what is
still
happening. That's what I'm happening. So that's what I can understand that. So I will do gallery. This one also, no, I'm not getting. Okay. Let me try some method. Are you able to see the screen now?
Sir, it's blank.
No. I just
No.
is there?
Yes,
See,
yes.
yeah,
Now,
the
sir, it's
picture is,
visible.
yeah.
It's visible now, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now, what is the importance of upskilling and reskilling? Basically, now you know the importance. You create more wakers. So the importance is because a lot of change management is needed. People are expected to change, move with change to acquire new knowledge, new skills to succeed in the workplace. Because the workplace is changing, the work is changing, so the worker has to change. Here, word of worker means the employee has to change. So adaptation is a very, very important thing. Okay, that's number one. The second one is you have to remain competitive. Now the boundaries have gone. Entire world is one market now. It's so much of with this online, the internet and all. So there is no boundary. You are ordering things which are produced in China, sold, marketed in Japan, delivered by some company in Dubai, and you are doing it. Same way we are producing garments in Faridabad. The garments are bought by Levi's in USA, but the shipment is going to Dubai, and from there it is going to the Europe market. But Levi's products are sold in Europe, but produced those kind of things are all. So a lot of competition. You will see the customer has become very choosy. Customer has become very choosy because he has got so many options now. So many options now. So that time you need to be competitive. If the organization has to remain competitive, so the employees have to upskill themselves, reskill themselves to make the organization competitive. Retain. So how that will become competitive? If you have the best of the people. So you have to develop people and retain people. Two things. You have to develop the talent and retain the talent. Then only you can remain competitive. Now the last reason importance is your workforce, the employees that you create, that should be future proof. We are not to produce people who are required for today. We to produce people who can be relevant tomorrow after. So keeping future in mind, you have to prepare the futures. That means they should be okay to reskill themselves, unlearn themselves, relearn themselves, so that they can be relevant. That's a very, very important. That's the reason we have used the word resilient workforce. They may get shocks, there may be some kind of challenges might happen, they might lose out, companies may close down, a lot of things will happen. That ability to get up, the resiliency means the ability to get up when you have fallen down. That kind of workforce is required. Okay. We'll proceed. We'll discuss about this organizational culture which can embrace change. That means change, there will be four types. One is an expected change, and it is for our benefit. The change has happened, it's for our benefit. Suppose the tax, we knew that tax rates are coming down, we knew, and actually the taxes have come down. So it's happy, you are happy with that. Or any interest rates have come down, or any laws have become liberal. Any change that was known to us in advance, and that gave a result, positive result to us. So no problem, 1/4, no problem. Now the second category is you knew about the change was expected, but the change has got a negative impact on us. So my proposition is, if the change was expected, we were supposed to prepare for it. So we didn't prepare. So we can still manage that 1/4 also. If you know that something is going to happen, you should be able to predict the impact and prepare yourselves to prevent the damage and manage the impact. So I am taking out 50% now. Out of the four, two quadrants are gone because I was expected. Now the third one, an unexpected change has happened, but that was good for you. For example, demonetization has happened. It was good for jewelers. It was good for chartered accountant. It was good for bankers. That means unexpected changes happened, but then it was good for you. So what is left is unexpected change and detrimental. That means it has got a negative impact. Only 25% is what is difficult. So I just, by saying all these four things, I made change becoming simpler. It is small, it is not big. This is number one. Number two is, what kind of culture we have to do is we can embrace change, whatever change. One is, first you should embrace learning, then only you can embrace change. You should create a culture where people will continuously learn and develop. It's not that 10th class exams have happened, then you throw the books, 12th class exam happened, you throw the books, engineering exam, now you throw the books. Many people do. I mean, that's over. That's it. Fine. No. Actually, learning doesn't stop. Because four things happen in learning. Every day, we learn new things. We call it new learning. Every day, we uplearn. That means we knew 60, today we're 65. On a scale of 10, we were at 3, we are at 4. That is uplearning. Every day we relearn. We knew that, but then reinforcement is important. Many times we knew that thing, but then that repetition is important. We call it relearning. And the last one is unlearning. What was true 5 years ago, it's not true today. It's not today. So many things we'll have to forget, we'll have to give up, and we'll have to notice, identify the change in it. Many things have changed. So we have to unlearn. So that learning culture. Second thing is development. When you say development, we are saying development of three things. Your competency development, three things have to develop. Your knowledge, your skill, your personality. Three things need continuous development: knowledge, skill, and personality. The first thing is to embrace change. First is to embrace learning. So learning culture लेके आना. The second one is foster innovation. Employees should experiment and take risk. Then only they can drive innovation and adaptation. If you don't try new things, if you don't experiment new things, if you don't take risk, you cannot bring innovation and adaptation. I can quote one example of a company called HPCL, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation. They run a competition called HPCL Aparajit. There is a circular issued that anybody who has experimented, tried out new thing, has failed, he can make a presentation on the learnings. And the best presentation is awarded the trophy of HPCL Aparajit. That means the company encourages experimentation. In fact, if in the participants, if there are HR people there, you know about one model called OctaPace. It's a model to measure the organizational climate. There is experimentation actually, like O is openness. So that experimentation is very important. And the next thing is the collaboration. See, collaboration will come starting with open communication, and the collaboration is not only within the team, it is between the teams, then between the departments, then between the levels, then we'll go to between functions, then between units. That kind of thing has to come. Then only we can adopt the change. Okay. Change we have discussed. Now we are talking about the pipeline. This is where your role is very important. Your role is very important. Faculty, teachers. So let us discuss about the pipeline. The first thing in the pipeline is about early identification. Time is essence. Time is essence. So we should be able to identify the talent at the right time, the need at the right time. This is the first thing we should do. The second one is STEM education. You all of you know no STEM education. It is science, technology. What is E? M is mathematics. What is E? You can tell me. Quiz. There's a quiz for all of you.
Engineering, sir. Engineering.
Very good. Thank you. It's a small quiz for you. All of you should be science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. That education program must develop because for 4.0 is all about technology, all about AI, all about internet things. That means our people should be very strong in these four things: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Strong. We should have a strong pipeline of those people. Third point is mentorship. Because the source is the education institution. When they are studying at that time, if they have got industry mentors to give them real world insights and guidance, they get the future readiness will be more robust. The mentorship program is very, very important thing. One is mentorship happens in the corporate, but I am talking about the mentorship program when they are in the college, So this is very important step. The fourth one is the internship and apprenticeship. This is different than mentorship. The internship apprentices is beyond your summer training. throughout that education system, we should find ways and means to give them internship and apprenticeship, some in person, some online. Some will be long duration, some will be short duration, some will be hybrid. If they start working on the real life situations, real life challenges, so their readiness will become more robust. So that is called the future ready talent pipeline. The pipe starts with the academia. The starting point of the pipe is the academia. In fact, I always tell the companies and employers, you learn the art of sourcing from the source. So you go to the source and start sourcing. People go to the recruitment consultant or some other manpower consultants, and then from them they recruit. I said, you start going to the starting point of the pipeline. The starting point of the pipeline is academia. If you can go and add value at that point, and the academia also, the educational institution also should be open to involve the corporate world at that level. So then this future readiness gets more robust. Next is the skill identification. The starting point of skill identification, skills assessment. Skill, when it says skill, it is both hard skill and the soft skill. It is both the hard skills and the soft skill. And now the new gen, the younger people, they do not want pen and paper tests. They enjoy online tests. They don't want subjective test. They enjoy objective test. They enjoy online user-friendly test. Click, then it goes to the next question. Click, it goes to the next question. It gives you, if you are stuck, it will give you the answer, all that. No, you can stop here and go back and after 15 minutes, come back and continue the test, and use a lot of games. So gamification. So we must use from when they are in the academic world, later they go to the corporate world. When you do the skill assessment of the skills, both hard skills, which are job related, soft skills, which are personality related, both we should be able to assess through online user-friendly game. I can give you an example. There's one company, a robot will ask questions to each person. It will take only 4 minutes. And the questions are, how are you feeling today? What makes you happy in life? What makes you unhappy in life? What are you looking for this year? What is your long-term view? So all questions are easy to answer because there are no right, wrong answer. You may like peace, I may like activity, you may like loneliness, you will get energy, I will go out and get energy. There are no right, wrong answers. I like music, you may not like, that's fine. So that kind of thing, you see, you only ask 3-4 questions, and the test results are not based on your right or wrong answers. The test results are based on your eyeball movement, your lip movement, your facial expressions, and your tone. Just see, on all those 4 bases, they get a report, 32 parameters like report निकलता है उससे. Those kind of gamifications have come. Lot of realized. And not very expensive. The second point is that need analysis. Once you do those tests, assessments of hard skill and soft skill, compare them with what is needed. See, because The skill I may be 7 by 10, and the requirement is 6 by 10. That means I am better than the requirement. Or sometimes my score is 9 by 10, but the need is 10 by 10. So I'm still falling short of the expectation. So identifying the expectations and compare that with the actuals or the assessment scores, then you will know where that we have to develop the people, which capability we have to develop them further, or which capability they are very strong and we have to leverage those. And then this is how need analysis, then the skill gap identification will do. Now we're talking about designing an effective training and development program, okay, which can do in corporate. We do it in the what do you call in the academic world also. And you also do MDPs, no? Management development programs you do. You also do programs for developing students, no? Not only teaching, you develop. So this can work everywhere. So there are 4 steps. Now the step number 1 is most important one is we must write down the learning objectives. Any training that we do, any development we do. For example, today the faculty development program is happening. I am sure they have written very clearly what is the learning outcome and what is the objective of each program. Each program should have an objective. The objective of improving knowledge, improving skill, or improving personality. It can be in the hard area, it can be soft area, and that improvement will help the role holder in the following manner, or that improvement will help the role holder in managing certain challenges, or that improvement will help the role holder in overcoming certain hurdles. That objective should be very clear, objective very clear. In 80-90%. Sometimes we do awareness program, sometimes we do general development program. Those will be there, but 80-90% time, those programs should be very clearly written down learning objectives. The second thing will be the curriculum design. We must develop engaging and relevant content because content is very, very important. What is the purpose? So the program, the training and development content should address the objectives and that content should lead to the learning outcome. So that must be done. And when I'm academics, people are doing it. Please align with the industry needs. So how will you know the industry needs? If you have regular interaction with them, if they come and help you in designing your curriculum, or your students go there for trainings, apprentice, some kind of online programs they do. If the industry people come and teach, take guest lectures or take a course, take a credit, or the academic people will go and have a sabbatical, go in the industry and work and do some research, a lot of joint work, then only you will get to know what does the industry want, what does the industry want. The third point is the learning modalities. Now things are changed. Oh, people want blend of online. Now, for example, we are doing online program, but this is not real online. When I do online program, everybody has to be on the video mode and the chat box is always active. Every 5 minutes, I go and interact with the people. That kind of online program we should do. Some will be classroom because certain things can be only communicated in person only, face to face only, we can do. And then hands-on training methods are required. The last one is then you must measure the effectiveness of each program. For example, today's program, we have done 52 minutes we got another 30-40 minutes to go. This 90 minutes of your investment, my investment, the organizer's investment, you must evaluate whether this program has met the objectives and the learning outcomes. And you must get very structured feedback so that we can improve upon the next time, both for the organizers as well as the faculty. It's for both. So if you are all okay, I want to try one more video. But before that, I stopped my sharing. I wanted to know how many people are there. Acha, 118 people are there. People are not leaving. And this mode is called radio mode. रेडियो मोड का मतलब होता है वीडियो ऑफ है, ऑडियो ऑफ है, वो अपना काम कर रहे और आवाज आएगा, आपने राकेश जी बोले आवाज देने से दौड़ के आ जाएंगे और वो अपना ही इज डूइंग समथिंग एल्स. वी कॉल इट रेडियो मोड. इसको फुल वॉल्यूम में रख लेते हैं, उनका नाम लेके बुलाएंगे तो दौड़ के आ जाएंगे. सम पीपल दौड़ के नहीं भी आएंगे, बोल देंगे इंटरनेट खराब है. So this is called radio mode. The other is audio mode. The last is the video audio mode, AV mode. So let's see at this level how many people are alert, how many people are not. Is there a way to find out? So far we have spent 50 minutes. If the chat box is on, I can't see the chat box. I can see react button. On my screen, I can't see chat box button. So can we ask people to write down one thing they learned so far in the chat box?
So people can interact one-to-one.
How they are not putting, how can they interact? Let's see. Even if one person asks, see, I am a positive person. Out of 120, even if one person unmutes and says something, I will change my opinion.
Any one participant? Come on, kindly speak up something.
I want to change my opinion. Otherwise, I will write down that I had a radio mode session with radio mode participants.
Yes, Mr. Yogesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. One thing that you have learned so far in 50 minutes.
Basically, sir, the most interesting topic was that video.
Okay.
Yes. And basically, and after that, you were mentioning one word that it is always a talent or one talent of a person who always wakes them up.
Yes.
But I always think that there must be an ambition in our life.
Yes. Ambition,
which
like,
can
yes,
guide us or which can drive us or which can awake us in every morning to achieve that ambition. And I always feel that if you are even 80 or if you are even 20s, you always have an ambition to fulfill, because it's not age, or it's not a number that now I am 60 or now I'm 65 or now I'm 75 and I can't be ambitious or I don't have any ambition to fulfill. You will always have ambition. Like, ambition is that if to build up an empire, to build up even a garden as well in your home. So that is always ambition. So that should be fulfilled in your life, and that ambition should be the main part of your life who awakes them in every morning to you.
I agree with you. Only small input from my side. Thinking big is good. Targeting big is good. But then if that aspiration is backed by realism, aspiration is backed by your commitment. One is realistic, second is your commitment. Then you will get positive vibes and positive strokes. So people do New Year resolutions, write down big things, and they don't follow, and the year goes. Then again, right? So I always say, good to have aspirational goals, very aspirational goals, bold goals you should do, but they should be backed by our competence and our commitment. Both should be
Yes, sir.
important. But I agree with you.
Yes,
I
sir.
fully agree with you. Absolutely correct. Professor Hardeep
Yes.
Singh, you want to say something, sir? Professor Hardeep Singh, you want to say something? Thank you so much.
गुड इवनिंग सर।
Good evening.
सर आपका लेक्चर बहुत बढ़िया था, बहुत
बढ़िया।
वेरी
अभी खत्म
इंटरेस्टिंग एंड
अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ,
वेरी
खत्म नहीं हुआ
नॉलेजेबल
Thank
और
you.
इट वाज वेरी क्लोज टू माय हार्ट।
Thank you,
जो
sir.
आपने
Thank you.
बातें बताई तो इट इज वेरी गुड। सेकंडली मेरा ओपिनियन है कि कुछ भी हो, है ना, पैशन होना चाहिए, हमारे में कीड़ा होना चाहिए। द
Yes.
एज डजंट मैटर, एज कुछ नहीं
Very
होती।
good. Very good. चलिए, तो एक और कोई बात करना चाहते हैं?
बस सर
जनाब।
आप अपना ना नंबर शेयर कर देना हमारे साथ,
बिल्कुल
तो
बिल्कुल
आई
sir.
विल बी इन टच विद यू।
Sure. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Any other participant? Kindly.
Anyone else? Okay. So we'll move, and I want to show one more video. Sound is okay. Are you able to see this video?
Yes, sir.
You are able to see? Okay.
आज से 15-20 साल पहले क्या होता था, बहुत कम डेटा था, जिसकी वजह से
Okay. क्या आंसर निकला आप लोग को?
Sir, A.
Sir, I got more B's.
Good. No, there's no right wrong. There's no right wrong. We just want to know.
Sir, more A's.
More A's.
Sir, more A's.
More analytical. Let's see
Yes,
whatever
sir, more
others.
A's.
रेडियो मोड
More
वाला
A,
से
sir.
पूछिए कोई किया क्या?
More A's, sir.
Sir, more
More
A.
A, sir.
Got more
More
A's,
A's.
sir.
Okay.
Mostly
Okay,
A,
good,
A is
good.
the answer, sir.
Yes, sir.
My
More
idea of
A.
showing
More A,
my
sir.
my idea of showing this is
answer.
आपको you are supposed to identify the talent, no? So वो ए वाला को एनालिटिक एरिया में हम यूज करेंगे ना, फिर बी वाला को क्रिएटिव एरिया में यूज करना है ना. सो वी हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई दैट एंड आल्सो दिस काइंड ऑफ टेस्ट शुड बी enjoyable. The test should be enjoyable, no? So two things we are doing. One is the fun in the test. The second is fundamentally we are getting some important input of the person. Both we should do. Whether he has got a growth mindset or not, whether he has got a learning mindset or not, what is his learning orientation, all kinds of things we should continuously do. So that's the idea of showing you one video. This is how, even in the academic world and in the corporate world, continuously we should assess people, identify what is their preference. Nothing right or wrong nahi hai. We must know what is preference so that we will use him in those areas. Those areas. That's the idea of doing it, and do it with a lot of fun. Okay? So we'll proceed. Yeah, we are going, what is this called? Share. Right. Now we have done this designing the training program, we're done. Now we are going to something different, the culture of continuous learning. You are able to see the screen? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Number one is
Yes,
number
sir.
one is continuous learning. One of the most important foundation pillar is curiosity. I want to know, no? I have a question in my mind. I have a doubt I want to clarify. What is this technology will do for us? Or if the technology fails, what happens? So that curiosity, like a child, that curiosity, we should do that. And we must encourage curiosity. If somebody asking a question, so don't say the duffer. If somebody asking a question, somebody comes with a doubt, don't call him weak. Call him a curious person. He wants to know many things. This is one, encourage curiosity, where you create such an environment where people will come and work out with new ideas and technologies. Try, they'll learn new, they may fail. This is number one. Number two is, for doing it, provide resources. You give them the training program, workshops, you give them the lead learning program, you provide them guide, you give them the mentor, so that they professionally they develop. Company has to provide this. Academic world, we have got limitation because you got large number of people. But when they go to corporate world, the numbers are manageable. They must provide the resources for their continuous learning. Next is recognize the effort. See, the R&R is very powerful. We call it reward and recognition. If I'm rewarded for doing something, whether I've learned or I've failed, so I will be encouraged to do that again. See, this reward and recognition is very, very important. And all rewards and recognitions need not be financial. They can be non-financial. They can be zero financial also. You have to find out ways and means to mix some monetary rewards, some non-monetary. But more important things, three things you must ensure. One is fair process. Criteria should be spelled out in advance. Criteria for deciding a reward or a recognition. Number two is it should be instantaneous. It should be on time. If you delay, the purpose is lost. Purpose is lost. Number three, you must brand people who are getting this rewards recognition. So make it public, make it public. One is open criteria. Number two is timely. Third is make it public. Now, what is positive? Why should we do online? Why should we blend these? Because if you do it blended and online, your flexibility improves. Sometimes you don't get participants, you do it in physical. If you do online, you get more people. Sometimes certain things can be only told in person. So that flexibility and scalability will improve. Personalized learning will happen because I am at a remote place, I am working from home. So that personalized, I like e-learning. I like to learn in pieces. So I like to learn half here, half there. So that personalized learning happens. That is the reason we are recommending online and blended learning model, both at the academic world and in the corporate world. So this will skip this. This will skip this video. We'll go to this one. So the same thing, we are empowering employees to take charge. We are saying that now over a period, it will be self-directed learning. Employee will decide. Employee will write down, employee will articulate, will inform the manager what are the things he wants to learn and how he wants to learn and what resources he wants. That's all. He will only be asked there. He will be provided the platform for those. And the learning will become customized. Maybe after some time, we may not have a program like this because people want to learn different methods. They may not want to come in groups. So many things will happen. The learning will happen personalized and it will be self-directed, not the manager directed. This is going to happen. Now that leadership capability. So a few things how the academic world and the real world means the corporate world. I mean, academics also real. It's not that that's not real. So just to make a difference. So how do we do that? Collaboration will happen. So one is the industry mentorship. We have already talked about it. Faculties and students, that mentoring. Joint projects. Look for joint projects. So the corporate should come request you. We want to do a survey. Can you help us? We want to design one assessment tool. Can you help us? We want to do some change. Can you help us? So look for joint projects. Same way, the academics people should go to the corporate and say, we want to do some real-time research. We want so many respondents. So we want to do work. In the extreme of it is, you can say, I want to send 4 professors. They will work with you for 6 months. And you can take any work from them. It's okay for us. Sabbatical. Similarly, 4 managers can come and work in the college and they can teach, they can guide, they can do mentoring and all. Those kind of things also you can think. Exchange, sabbaticals, exchange. And then industry visits. Okay. Now, when the faculty development is happening, you must measure it. So I am suggesting 3 measurements. Any program that you do, one is whether the skill proficiency has gone up or not. The knowledge, the personality, the skill, hard and all, whether it has gone up or not. Number 2 is whether that result into the performance over 3 months or 6 months or 1 year. that should be seen in the real performance, analyzing the employee performance metrics, so that the training effort, the learning effort should be seen in actual practice. One is immediately the skill level has gone, knowledge level has gone, but then the best test is it should reflect in the job performance. And last is the person should feel happy. He felt happy while learning. So that's also important. No, that's also important. So my last slide is this. Then I'll have question answers. So I would request all of you, please switch on your videos and be with me on this conclusion slide. Then ask your questions. Ask your questions. So first is you must embrace change. You must know what is 4.0, those four important factors, and be ready with that. It requires a lot of adaptation, a lot of evolution. The second thing is you must invest in developing people, both faculty development, and if you develop the faculty, they can develop the students, they can help develop the corporate world. And last is continuous improvement. You should try out new things, blended learning, gamification, sabbaticals, exchanges, industry collaboration, all that we should do. So this is my last slide. I'm stopping my share and I will be happy to take questions. So that's what we thought. No, last 15 minutes we'll keep it. People are still coming even now. Why don't you stop the waiting room? And we have some questions.
So, participants, questions from your sides?
You can unmute and ask, or you want to write in the chat box, you can write.
Mr. Rakesh Chaudhary, Dr. Kismat Kaur.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Am I
please.
audible?
Yes, yes.
Hello, sir. This is Shailesh here.
Yeah.
I'm faculty of mechanical engineering department. So
Okay.
currently from the industry 4.2 related to basically now NEP has introduced AI, IoT, Python, these subjects in mechanical engineering department. So apart from that, I want to ask, what should I tell my students so that they should get ready for industry 4.2?
See, you must, as teachers, to tell them about the power of soft skills. You analyze any leader, successful leader, any successful leader in the industry, you will come to the conclusion that if I use Hindi words, vyapar and vyavhar, the business skills and the behavioral skills, you will see their behavioral skills will have an edge. So please ask them to invest in soft skills. This is one. The second one, you tell them that if you want to beat the competition in the globe, we should be having some edge. What is that one edge? The one edge is, you can say, Indic values. I'm not bringing any religion. Our Indic values like collaboration, our Indic values of humility, our Indic values as openness, transparency. That is one. Probably beyond that will be, we are continuous learning is one of our strength, So what I'm telling teachers is, besides teaching your subject, please teach them these values and these behavioral skills also. This is what I am always tell people. And while teaching the subject, make it as user-friendly as possible. Because you see, what I'll show in the screen, they are all downloadable. They are available on the chat GPT. They want, again, I'm trying to use the word English, Hindi words. They don't want gyan. They want pragyan. And the difference between gyan and pragyan is vigyan, the science of doing it. Whatever we teach, how do they do it? That conversion, we call it contextual sensitivity. Teachers should be able to do that. Whatever you learn today, you should be able to do it. Tell me, how can I help you? Thank you for the question.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Any other?
Any other participant?
All are in radio mode.
No, sir. I can actually see many, not in radio mode, cameras are on, sir.
Oh, on. Very good. Very good. I'm so I'll change my opinion.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Sir, myself, Dr. Atul Agnihotri.
Yes, please.
Sir, it was a nice lecture.
Thank you.
सर मुझे आपसे ये पूछना है कि आजकल जो बच्चे आ रहे हैं उनसे उन्हें हम बड़ी लगन से पढ़ाते हैं, लेकिन अगले दिन कुछ भी पूछते हैं तो दे आर डल फेसेस, दे आर नॉट एबल टू आंसर ए सिंगल क्वेश्चन जो हमने कल पढ़ाया होता है. इतनी याददाश्त कम क्यों होती जा रही है बच्चों की?
बच्चे क्या कर रहे हैं? They are not interested in knowledge. They are interested in learning. It's a big. मैं एक मैक्रो लेवल में ले जा रहा हूँ. Knowledge लेने नहीं जा रहा हूँ. मेरे को learning चाहिए. What is the new learning today I got? So that will stay. That will stay. Is number one. Knowledge and learning में अगर फर्क दिखा सकते हैं आपको. You learned something. Second thing is their focus levels have come down because of distraction. Because of distraction. So you tell them no how to stay focused. वो आपसे बहुत ऋणी रहेगा. Teach them how to stay focused. आप even faculty को भी teach कीजिए how to stay focused. Really, all of us are getting distracted. Very difficult to stay focused. So teach courses on small courses, how to stay focused. I'll give you 2 tips. ये तो लंबा कहानी है. There's a topic called mnemonics. So बहुत सारी चीज है. छोटे से 2 टिप दे दूंगा. Number 1, define distraction. What is distraction? Distraction is my approval to get disturbed by an external happening. मैं रिपीट करता हूँ. एक external happening हो गया. I am approving, come and disturb me. When I giving that approval, I get distracted. Otherwise, I'll never get distracted. Messi, when he is putting his penalty stroke, 40,000 people are shouting, 20,000 people are saying goal, 20,000 people are saying out. He is not giving approval to that external happening of 40,000 people are shouting to come and disturb me. He's not allowing, he's not giving that approval. So distraction will not happen. This is number 1. That's one definition of distraction. The second thing is how to stay how to stay focused is digital detox. As much as digital detox you can do, for how long you can stop the phone, how long you will stop watching TV. I mean, you have to make some things and make. I only said 2 things I'll do. The second thing I want to tell you is something called Anuvrat. It is I have learned from the Jain Mat. Anuvrat means I want to stop non-veg food. I can't stop. I'm not able to stop. Stop it for 2 days a week. Stop it for 3 days a week. That's called Anuvrat. Stop talking. Let's say Maun Vrat. I can't do Maun Vrat for the whole day. Can I do it for half an hour? Can I do it for 1 hour? Can I do it for 2 hours? Like this, you start practicing. So Anuvrat gives you a lot of capacity to stay focused. Number 1 is डिस्ट्रैक्शन वाला डेफिनेशन नो, कल से आप देखोगे, आप हमसे बात कर रहे हैं, घंटी बजता है ना, ओके बजने दो, आई एम नॉट गिविंग अप्रूवल टू द घंटी, बजने दो, so I will not get distracted, बजने दो. If I can say that in my mind, so मेरा distraction कम होता है. थोड़ा अलग टॉपिक है, बट आप हमसे कभी भी बात कर सकते हैं. I will help you. Next, madam. One more question you want to take?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. You want to take one more question?
Any other candidate? Any other participant for a question?
Right, madam? Then you can sum up, because normally in my sessions, I ask all participants to write down 3 things that you have learned today, which will implement. ये सब तो रेडियो मोड में है, तो हम क्या पूछेंगे?
नहीं सर, आपके लेक्चर तो अभी तक बांध के रखा हुआ है हमें तो.
नहीं, बट देन बाकी लोग कहाँ है? 100 पता नहीं.
We are here, sir.
Thank you. You are there.
If you are here, kindly switch on the cameras so that sir can see.
Yeah, एक स्क्रीनशॉट तो लो, कुछ तो लो. हाँ, एक स्क्रीनशॉट लो सबके साथ. You, not with me, even your own colleagues, participants from different places. एक स्क्रीनशॉट लो. There are 3 screens है. तीनों स्क्रीन बोलो 1, 2, 3. I have done one. एक स्क्रीन में मैं 49 रखा हूँ अभी. So I can see 49 names at one
Dr.
screen.
Sneshi, any question from your side, sir?
Thanks, sir. Thanks for the wonderful definition of the distraction and how we can deal it with. Really, your lecture was very impressive, and I will definitely practice the few important things which you have described with my students in my class. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you for the wonderful session.
Thank you, madam. Can you sum it up?
So much, sir, for wonderful session.
Okay. So
thank you, sir. Thank you.
People wanted to be in touch with me. There are 2 ways of doing. One is my LinkedIn profile. You can see Dr. GP Rao. That is one easy method, LinkedIn. Other is you can note down my mail ID. Very easy. GP Rao, one word. GP Rao, one word, 77. GP Rao 77 at gmail.com. GP Rao 77 at gmail.com. Right. So you can write a mail to me, or you can send a LinkedIn request to me on Dr. GP Rao. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Wind up.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an interesting session.
Thank you. Can I leave, madam, again?
Yes, sir.
Can I leave? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.